Welcome to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legend of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, every Thursday after NXT UK, and every Friday after SmackDown.
Yes.
Tonight, we have NXT Takeover Portland.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Is all I can say.
You know what? NXT pay-per-views are the best, by far. I go to almost all matches right besides main event. Well, they threw a little curve in there. That I was not expecting.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Dakota Kai with blonde hair.
I know, honestly, like, the funny thing is, I looked at myself in the mirror before I went on, and I was like...
By the way, hello, everybody.
What the garbage? It's like Dakota Kai. It's so weird. Very weird.
That show is the best show I've seen in quite some time. I love the ending of NXT Takeover. Yes, this is why I think NXT Takeover is the best, or just NXT in general. They create storylines, they keep people entertained, and they have people wanting to come back for more.
I 100% agree.
Which is why I don't understand why they don't have more of a following.
I feel like they have a very big following, but I mean, I feel it like, they could have more people.
They're not drawing the numbers that like Raw and SmackDown are, and Raw and SmackDown like suck.
Yeah, and they're still getting beat by AEW in the ratings.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Literally, all I watch is NXT and AEW. Yeah, I mean that's if we didn't do our show, that's probably what we'd watch too.
I'd probably still watch Raw. I would not be watching SmackDown.
Well, you'd watch Raw just because of Becky.
It has nothing to do with Becky. It has to do with the fact that Raw is better now.
Well,
it's been better over the last couple weeks, and I've been enjoying it more, so I'd probably watch Raw too. I, however, would not give SmackDown the light of day, because SmackDown right now sucks. Okay?
Pretty much.
It just does. So...
Dakota has an enforcer by the name of Raquel Gonzalez. Yes.
So, guys, overall, I thought this...
She is huge.
She is.
She's pretty big.
Overall, I thought the show was very good.
Yes.
Like, it was epic.
Again, I think that, I mean, if I had to rate takeovers, I don't think I could. Because every time they put on a good show. The problem is WWE lost its touch when ECW was terminated. Well, I think the huge part with WWE right now, I think it's gotten stale. And with trying to keep people on one brand makes it tough.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is where I've said, look at the pop that Charlotte got by showing up at NXT.
Yeah.
Now, in going the other way, you know, you bring in some of the NXT stars to the main roster,
mm-hmm.
and they get pop. Or if you bring someone over from Raw to SmackDown, there's pop there.
Mm-hmm.
They need to like you know, change some things up and just mix it up a little bit.
Hey, Colin, what's up?
Why didn't Cross debut? That is a good question. During the Ciampa match, I said that he was going to show up.
Yeah, you did.
And he didn't. And then they threw the Gargano swerve in there and like.
And I was like, what?
What? But NXT for me is the top show. Rhea Ripley is just honestly unbelievable. Definitely. James, we know why you watch Raw. So what's next for Bianca Belair, main roster? I believe so. I would not be shocked if you don't see her on SmackDown.
No. Don't send her to SmackDown.
She's going to be the SmackDown Women's Champion.
No, I don't think so. Because I think she's going to be the Raw Women's Champion.
I don't think so. I think Shayna's going to be the Raw
Women's
Champion.
Not the Raw Women's Champion. I think she's going to be the NXT Champion. That's what I was trying to say.
I don't think so.
Jeez.
I want to meet Otis in real life. That guy is just so likable. Definitely. Yes.
Shayna will be the NXT... There's too many brands, guys. Shayna will be the Raw Women's...
Do you have a clue what you're talking about?
Shayna will be the Raw Women's Champion. And Bianca will be the NXT Women's Champion. It's going to happen. Now I'm going to tell you why it's going to happen in just a little bit.
Gargano and Ciampa would be great, but I've seen it a billion times. Yeah, I mean, it's all in how they do it.
Yeah.
If they don't have it going every week, with a match every week, and they're like tormenting each other every week or every couple weeks, then I'm fine with it. What I hate is like the thing they do with Roman and Corbin, where like every time they're on TV,
they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys.
Yeah, the way Otis says "tucky tucky," yeah, it's funny.
We start the show off.
What is next for Finn Balor?
I don't know. We'll have to get into that.
That is a good question.
We'll have to get into that.
Rhea versus Charlotte at Mania, women's tag titles on Takeover. That'd be interesting.
So guys, we start the show off with an absolute epic match. KeithLee. Okay, actually first, Mansoor was on.
If they do Rhea versus Charlotte versus Bianca, they have ruined it.
Okay, I'll share my thoughts on that in a little bit. Hold on, just calm ourselves, please. Calm down.
James, she's losing it. I'm telling you.
She's losing it to Shayna.
She's gonna come back at SummerSlam.
She's losing it to Shayna. I'm sorry.
She's gonna leave after Mania. Just a prediction.
Well, based on everything I've seen, that's what it sounds like.
She's leaving after Mania.
Might not be the case, but who knows? We'll see.
Finn Balor should come back to Ireland and run our country.
That's hilarious. So, KeithLee, no, actually, I was going to say, Mansoor.
We could keep Finn Balor over here and he could run our country.
Truth. So, Mansoor was on not commentary, what do you call that? The panel? Is that what it's called? Pre-show panel. He actually did a very good job. I've never seen his commentary stuff before. But he was actually really good.
Sam Roberts is awesome.
No, he's not.
I don't know why people don't like him. He's supposed to be a bad guy.
Because
he does everything he's supposed to.
We just
then I am
don't
leaving
like
Raw
him.
until she returns. I'm telling you, she's leaving after Mania, and I think she'll be back around right around SummerSlam.
Maybe. Maybe she'll come back at Money in the Bank, and she'll win Money in the Bank, and then she'll go after Shayna.
No, maybe she does that too.
Ever think of that, homies?
She might.
Because when is Money in the Bank? Is it going to be after WrestleMania? Or is it going to be like... Sam Roberts just needs to disappear?
No, Sam Roberts
agree.
is awesome. Why?
Because he's annoying.
He's everything you want in a heel announcer.
But except he's not really a heel announcer. He
is.
Just annoying.
All right.
And that's the way...
Jim Ross annoys you. Let's see, who else? Who else annoys you?
Except,
Sam Roberts annoys
is Jim Ross a heel commentator? No. No, he's not. Sam Roberts is just like... Sam Roberts. Jim Ross is just like Jim Ross. And like, he's just like... he doesn't know what he's talking about 90% of the time, and that's why I dislike him. I dislike Jerry Lawler because he, too, also does not know what he's talking about 99.9% of the time. Sam Roberts...
Isn't that why anybody does a job?
I just flat out think Sam Roberts is annoying, and I dislike him. Not because he's a bad guy, I just think he's annoying. It's like...
I think
it's kind of like Corbin.
He is awesome.
I don't dislike Carbon. I don't dislike Carbon. I don't dislike Corbin because he is a bad guy. Okay. I dislike Corbin because he's annoying.
I did not know who they are. Clark. If AEW's champion face WWE champion, the champion is gonna shove this cork up your ass and take you to Suplex City. That's funny.
And then he got the Streamlabs thing.
He got the Streamlabs.
That's funny.
Refrain from using foul language.
That's hilarious. Nobody watches the kickoff show because...
And now Ains is gonna go, what?
So, Mansoor was on the pre-show panel.
Look it up. Jerry Lawler is great. It says right there.
He's not.
I see it right there on the screen.
He's not great.
I think he's awesome at
he
what
doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay. Jerry Lawler 45 years ago, yeah, he was great.
Jerry Lawler 45 years ago didn't... OMG Stream, let's cut me some slack.
Jerry Lawler 45 years ago might have been great, but Jerry Lawler now, today, in this day and age, is not great. He compares Humberto Carrillo to Justin Bieber, okay? This is what I'm... No, it's not, because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Did he not irritate
you? And it makes me go... Wow, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about.
He did just what he needed to do.
It has nothing to do with him being a heel commentator. It has to do with he doesn't have a clue what he's talking about
or
anymore.
he's just being a heel.
Or he just has no clue what he's supposed to be talking about.
Or he's just a heel.
That is also a great possibility.
Or he's just a heel.
Whatever. I think he just doesn't know what he's talking about. That's what I think. Which makes me go, get off commentary! You don't belong there. Okay? Like I said, 45 years ago maybe. Now, not so much. So, to start off the show, we have KeithLee versus Dominic Dijakovic for the North American Championship. Oh my gosh, you guys! This...
Don't compare Jerry's barbecue sauce with Justin Bieber's salty behavior. Feeling Jerry Lawler's good commentator is quite laughable.
You're telling me, Export. You are telling me.
I don't have any problems with what he does.
I do. I have a problem with it because he sounds like an idiot 99.9% of the time.
Yeah, we want someone out there that's going to be a robot and do what they're told to do.
It makes it very hard to listen to commentary. It makes me want to rip my eardrums out because it's just not good.
I'd much rather have someone out there that's a robot and does exactly what they're told.
Except that's not even what you have to have. I don't know. Let's look at Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe was kind of out there as like a heel situation, but he wasn't a complete ding-dong, you know? He kind of knew what he was talking about. Jerry Lawler, on the other hand, does not. So, that's where the line is, you know, drawn.
Samoa Joe gets out there like 2 weeks and does it. Jerry Lawler has to do it every week.
So. And
when you throw the same matches at him every week, then you know, what's he gonna say? Oh, here we go again. Let me have the same match here that we're going to talk about. Oh, yep, there it is, same move we saw last week. Good job.
I don't know. I just don't like Jerry Lawler on commentary. I don't think he's good. I think he's way past his time, and I think that's the way it is.
If Jerry Lawler was in chat, my God, Maven was spirit to the table.
So, KeithLee versus Dominic Dijakovic. What's your thoughts?
Awesome match. Even though it's the 5th time we've seen it, again,
these guys cannot have a bad match.
The thing about it is, it's not just about the match. NXT does a good job of building this. They built them up initially as hating each other, then they turned into respecting each other, and you know, this match was awesome.
I loved it. It was so good. There were so many spots
It was definitely a good way to start off the show.
Just man, oh man.
Just the fact that these two move the way they move for as big as they are is pretty impressive.
Yeah. They're just epic.
Yeah, definitely.
They're epic. And there's really not much else to say, man. They're just epic.
KeithLee is Bruce Lee reincarnated. That's funny.
Lee versus Dijakovic match of the night, in my opinion. I could agree with you on that, in all honesty.
Again, I think, you know...
but wait.
NXT does such a good job with
it's in my top 3. It's in my top 3. I'll share my top 3 matches at the end of the night. They do so
well, it makes it tough just to pick one show or one match to, say, okay, this was the best one. I mean, they're all different. They were all good. Again, I think it'd be tough. Hey, thanks for the follow.
Thanks.
I think it'd be tough to, you know, pick any one match and say, okay, this is the best one.
Yeah. So, it's for the North American title. There were so many, near falls. It was just insane. And I loved this match.
Yeah.
Loved it. This was such a good match. And like I said, these two guys cannot not have a good match.
What we need is Trump to take over WWE again. I can double my money if it's at any time.
Stop it. So, these two guys, I don't think they can ever have a bad match with one another. I think this is one feud that, you know, they will fight forever. It'll kind of be I suppose, Rock and Austin, or Vince McMahon and Austin, or whatever. They always, you know, just end up going back to it, you know?
Well, again,
because it never fails.
It's all about how they put it together. If they put it together right, everything is good. I mean, you could have matches match after match. They don't do this every week.
No, they don't.
So, I mean, it's been a while since they had their first match. I mean, probably 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've wrestled 5 times in 6 months, once a month, under once a month.
Yeah. The opener match was match of the night in my eyes. It was very good, and I loved this. And like I said, these two guys can...
Well, I think the one thing is because it was the first match, it's the one that really sticks out in everybody, and you get two big guys that move around, two big guys that are pretty awesome with what they do.
Yeah.
And so I think it makes it tougher to sit here and go, okay, well, we'll watch the rest of the night and go, okay. Generally you have two big impressions. The big first match and then the last match are generally your two impressions. And so I think it's tough for people to separate, those two matches from the other matches. But I think overall, I felt they were all good matches. I mean,
they were all really good matches.
Corporate versus the people's person. That is always going to be a thing in WWE. Yes, it is.
So KeithLee ended up retaining his title. 100% the right choice. Like I said, I loved this match, and there's no other way around it. It was epic. It was an awesome match to start the show off with. And, you're sitting there, you're going, well, great, what has to follow this match? Because this match was, epic. The next match on the card was Dakota versus Tegan in the street fight, and I definitely think this match delivered. I think this match definitely...
Yeah.
Did a great job of, following the KeithLee Dijakovic match, which was, off the walls bonkers, I think this one was done very well, too. The ending, however... But the match itself, I thought was really good. I loved the whole situation, with everything.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I just thought it was... Dakota and Tegan is another one that I think they have something really good there, and I think obviously it's going to continue based upon everything that happened tonight, I think. But it was really good, and I thought Tegan was going to get the win, but then we pulled this whole thing where Raquel Gonzalez came out and threw Tegan through the table, but didn't throw Tegan through the table because the table didn't break because she didn't even hit the table, and then she lost, and I was just kind of like, oh.
Again, it was another good match. I thought,
I agree with you. I thought it was a good match. It was just the ending that I was just kind of like...
Well, anybody that, people that talk about the women and getting the women out there, I think that the one thing that NXT does is they get the women out there. They do a good job of putting them out there. Mm-hmm. And they put them in the spotlight. And I think this is what NXT has done a good job with. Mm-hmm. I wish SmackDown and Raw would take a page out of what they're doing in NXT. Mm-hmm. Just because I think their storylines would be a little better, or a lot better, and it'd make it more entertaining. I'm ready to see Simone Johnson to debut. She's already heat fan from fans because of The Rock, but she's going to be pushed to the moon. I think those wrestling fans are so fickle. And she won't get pushed if she's not any good, because the fans will boo her and they will turn on her in an instant. Now, the one thing I think that people have to watch.
The one thing that I think will help her.
Do not have too many expectations for her because she's The Rock's daughter.
Yeah.
So don't try and push it over with that, and so I think that she comes in as with a disadvantage just because of who she is. But if she handles herself well, then I don't see any issues with
the one thing I don't want them to do is do what they've done with Charlotte and depend on the fact that she is The Rock's daughter.
But Charlotte is... they're taking a storyline and they're creating it and using it.
With what?
With Charlotte going after the titles and everything. And trying to match her dad's record.
Okay, but...
overall, Charlotte is one of the better wrestlers out there for the women.
Okay, she might be, but I don't care. Because all they go back to with her is... she is the daughter of Ric Flair.
Well, they do. I mean,
and that has been what they have relied on throughout her entire career. And I just think she has so much more than that than just being Ric Flair's daughter. Stop. Don't put that on her graphic as that is one of her achievements and accomplishments, okay? That is not it, okay?
I did not watch
No.
watch the old KeithLee stuff, but I did watch him wrestle Mia Yim on YouTube, which was pretty good, actually, I thought. Tegan should have won. There should have been a rubber match between the two at TakeOver Miami. That would have been good. Although maybe they're going to have, a rubber match considering, I know she lost, but she didn't lose, it was outside interference, so maybe they'll do something with it.
I think it's going to end up being Gonzalez and Dakota and Tegan and Candice.
Yeah, probably.
We're going to get a match between the four of those. Not this table spot, guys. Where was Gonzalez aiming? Because Tegan didn't go through the table. Tegan wasn't even close to going through the table. Tegan barely even hit the table. She came down on the corner of the table. Dude. What? I was just like, ow, 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 that hurt my back. Ow. Don't do that again.
Well, I think it was partially both of them's fault. If you watch the replay, it looks like when Tegan pushed off to kind of help with the whole momentum thing, she kind of pushed too hard and launched herself and was kind of launching herself as Michaela was trying to throw her.
But at the same time, you would think she would have at least gone through the table. If not through the table, then at least on the table.
Well, probably if you don't land and hit it in the right spot, then you're not going to. And if it's
except she didn't even hit the table.
If you botch it a little bit at the beginning, then it's gonna be messed up. I mean, it happens. Thing is, Raw and SmackDown, they know it's for children watching, so they have to keep the PG. NXT, they know grown people like me watch it, so they entertain to both audiences. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I mean, it's I think that.
See this tough spot too. Tegan was supposed to hit Dakota, but totally missed her. Yeah, there were a couple spots in this match that were a little like, but for the majority of the match, it was really good, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But that table spot at the end, oh my. But other than that, it was a good match.
Yeah.
So.
I like when they brought out the cricket stick.
The cricket stick, that was funny. And then it just broke right in half.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Or was it lacrosse? Was it a lacrosse?
Nobody sells better than those. No, nobody sells better than him.
If they do a rubber match for Kellis, Dakota's Enforcer, she has beef with Tegan from Mae Young Classic, if y'all remember.
Yes.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
But that does make sense.
Yes.
So, interesting.
Which is what NXT does well. They create storylines, and they use them. And they may use them, 6 months from now.
Cricket bat, Mr. G.
Whatever, cricket stick, cricket bat. I'll watch cricket. Don't understand it. But I'll sit there and watch it.
Kai vs. Tegan was fine. It just had a terrible ending. See, that's what I was going to say. The ending with, the table spot and stuff, I was just like, that was not good. But, other than that, I thought it was a really good match, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. We then got Gargano versus Balor. My, what a match. I really, really, really enjoyed this one. Going into it, I was like, yay! I could not wait because this is the match I was, looking forward to the most. I'm going to...
Bless you.
Thanks. I told you it was coming.
That's more than me. I hate cricket.
So.
I've watched it just to try to understand it, and I'm like, okay. They just hit the ball wherever they want to and run from stick to stick. All right. That's awesome.
That's, exciting.
Yeah.
So, Balor versus Gargano. I was thinking Gargano was going to win just because I was like, well, where do you go with him from here? Because, why would you have Balor win?
Yes, I would say so, Jono. There is a new partnership with Dakota Kai.
To me, it didn't make a whole lot of sense as to why Balor won, in the moment here. I was like, what do you do with Gargano from here? Because, I don't know how he comes back from this.
Cricket bats originate from Australia. That is
Like-
interesting. James, you know about cricket. Yeah, it's an impossible sport to follow. A bit like American football. American football, I mean, you throw the ball, you run the ball, you catch it, you get tackled. It's kind of like rugby.
Did you understand any
Think
of that?
about that.
No.
You watch
No,
rugby,
you
Colin?
didn't, because I don't watch sports.
Because American football is kind of like rugby.
So, Balor winning to me at this point of the show made no sense to me, because I was like, well, what do you do with Gargano from here? Because what do you do with him? I was thinking, you know what could be kind of cool? And sort of a thing like that would kind of come full circle, but not really, but like it makes sense, to me at least. If Gargano lost, and then Gargano went to the main roster and said, you know what? I'm going to do the main roster better than Finn Balor did the main roster. And he gets a better run at the main roster than Finn. And he's like, see, look at this. You might have beat me that one time, but I'm still better than you. But no. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
That's cool, James.
It just really didn't make a whole lot of sense to me to have Balor win at this point in the show.
Ains, I think that, I think the one thing about the racism thing is I think it could turn on them. I think it'd be a good way to educate people and get people to understand. But I think that they would have to, tell, before they did it, they would have to, state that, okay, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, rather than just going and doing it. Because I think that they would have a lot of people turn on them if people didn't have a clue what they were doing.
Yeah. So after this.
Okay, folks, I'm going to sleep. Check your messages when you get a sec, Maven. All right, Colin. Good night.
Talk to you later. We then get a Balor won the match, for anybody who didn't get that. Balor won. What did you think about this match?
Again, it was another good match. You kept saying that, they can't have Balor win, and I was like, okay, why not?
Because I
told you
don't have a clue what they were going to do with Gargano after this. Because what do you do with him? Where does he go from here? What is the next level? What's the next step up for him?
Okay, but NXT does a good job of putting their wrestlers in a spot to be in another storyline.
They might, but to me, in the moment, I'm just like, I don't know what you do with him from here. Finn Balor, to me, it doesn't... When I look at this, it doesn't really hurt Balor to lose to Gargano. I mean, sure, it's almost like, well, you came back to NXT and I ruined it, because you were like, yeah, I'm still the big bad guy at the top of NXT, but, whatever. Balor can come back from it. I just didn't know what they were going to do with Gargano. I was like, I have no idea what they do with him from here if he loses.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no clue. I just don't.
Yeah. I mean, again, I told you that they create storylines. I mean, it's what they do. Yes, that's perfectly fine, but imagine being something we never experienced that can be entertaining and educating at the same time, but yes, definitely make it work. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I think if they did it right, I think they could make a good storyline out of it and educate people on things. Again, you just got to watch because there's too many people out there nowadays that would just turn on them quick and, say, I'm not going to watch you guys ever again because of this.
So after the Balor Gargano match, we got Rhea versus Bianca for the Women's Championship.
Good match.
I agree. Okay.
The one thing I don't want to see him do is Rhea, Bianca, Charlotte in a triple threat match.
Sorry, Bob. I think that's where we're going. I don't like it either.
If they do, it's
but
just dumb. It is dumb.
The only way I am okay with this.
I'm not okay with it at all.
Is if Bianca walks out with the title.
Don't care.
That is the only way I'm okay with this. Because
Don't care.
I have been saying this for the last, 3 weeks or so now. WWE has been digging themselves
Finn versus McIntyre would be good.
into a very, very, very
No. Triple threat should not happen.
Deep hole. Okay? Very deep hole if they're doing Charlotte versus Rhea. One-on-one. You cannot have Charlotte beat Rhea because people go, oh, well, that was just garbage, blah, 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 blah. you cannot have Rhea beat Charlotte because then people are going to be like, well, then why did she challenge Rhea in the first place if they weren't going to have her beat her? What? So, yeah, that hole I was talking about that was about 2 feet deep, like last week, is now about 10 feet deep. And I think about the only way they can dig themselves out of this is to do the triple threat. And based upon what happened tonight, Rhea won. She retained her championship. In my opinion, just hold on. Let me share my thoughts. Rhea retained. I thought this was a crappy finish in my honest opinion. I did not like the way it ended. I thought it was very I felt the match was pretty quick. I mean, it was a decent match, but it wasn't as long as the other matches. And I didn't love that, and the ending was just kind of abrupt and out of nowhere, and it was just kind of what? And so Rhea won, and I just didn't like that. And then, I mean, Rhea can win, it's fine, but I just wanted it to happen differently. I didn't like the way she won, because like I said, it was very abrupt, and I did not like that. Charlotte then attacked her from behind after, and then she tells her that she'll see her at Mania. Charlotte then attacks Bianca on the way out. I think that pretty much tells you Bianca's gonna come back and beat the crap out of Charlotte, probably Monday. Gonna assume. So, yeah. The only way they can salvage this at this point is to make it a triple threat, and then you have Bianca walk out with the title, because I don't want to see the title taken off of Rhea and put on Charlotte, and I don't really want to see Rhea retain the title against Charlotte. So I would just put Bianca in there and have her take the title instead. That's what I would do. I still don't like the idea of the triple threat because I just don't like it. I don't want to see another women's triple threat at WrestleMania. But if they're going to do it, the only way I'm okay with it is if Bianca walks out with the title. And if she doesn't, well, then I'm sorry, it was a waste of a match. And that's my 2 cents on that.
I don't have an issue with it. Again, it's a story.
Whoa, you just said you had an issue with the triple threat match.
I have an issue with the triple threat match.
Which is what I'm saying.
I don't have an issue with the Bianca or the Charlotte and Rhea match.
Except I do, because they have dug themselves into a really deep hole.
Why?
And you cannot have Charlotte walk out with the title.
Why?
Because you just can't.
Why?
Do you know the amount of people that will complain if Rhea gets beat by Charlotte?
Okay, so?
And you know the amount of people who will complain if you
have a
Rhea
natural
beat
heel
Charlotte.
right there. Boom, you got it right there. Charlotte's a heel.
I don't care. That's a bad idea.
And NXT.
That is a bad idea.
Will
the thing is, I do
heel.
not want I don't want Charlotte in NXT. Okay, I just don't. I don't want to see Charlotte go back to NXT, and I just don't want to see that. So, put the title on Bianca instead in the triple threat. Like I said, I don't like that. I don't like that it's a triple threat, but
the thing about Charlotte is I think, and I understand, she's got an unfair advantage over a lot of other wrestlers, but I personally think she's good on the mic. She's good in the ring. She's one of the better on the mic. She's one of the better ones in the ring. And so I think that it's tough to sit here and say we're going to hold it against you because you are Ric Flair's daughter. And so I think that if you do that, then you're doing just the opposite of saying, okay, you know what? Because you are Ric Flair's daughter, we're not going to allow you to do this.
Except the issue I have with it, I don't care that she's Ric Flair's daughter. The issue I have with it is that 99.9% of the time, that is what they shove in our faces, is that she is Ric Flair's daughter. So we can never forget that she is Ric Flair's daughter.
Whose fault is that?
WWE's.
Thank you.
Okay. Did I ever say it was Charlotte's fault? No. I'm just trying to get a point across, okay? Just give me a second. I hate the fact that all they have made her out to be is Ric Flair's daughter. Like I said before, in her list of accolades and things that she has achieved, being Ric Flair's daughter is one of them. That is not okay, okay? That is not okay with me to be on the top of the list.
Well, that's WWE's fault. That's not.
I don't care, but that's what they put her out there as, and so that's
her,
what.
Okay.
Am I holding it against Charlotte?
Daughter,
did I ever say I'm holding it against Charlotte? No, but I don't have a problem with Charlotte. Charlotte is good in the ring. Personally, I don't think she's that great on the mic. I think she sounds
awesome on the mic.
I think she sounds like a robot, but that is just
She's
me.
Awesome on the mic.
Ooh, agree to disagree, okay? I think she's good in the ring. She's one of the better that they have. I don't think she's that great on the mic. She sounds like a robot. That's just my personal opinion. the thing I dislike about the whole thing, because
that
of how...
the thing is
the thing about her being
trying to make
good...
her like her dad. Her dad... okay, are you going to stop and wait? The mic is where they're different. She doesn't do the strutting around and stuff and the woo. I mean, she goes woo, but it's not like what her dad did. Her dad would be flipping out over something, where she is mellow and calm the whole time in her promos, doesn't flip out, and so that is where she is different from her dad.
That is one aspect.
Now,
that is
else,
one aspect out of 20.
Everything else,
where she is different than her dad.
Everything else,
one out of 20.
Everything.
1 out of 20. The rest of her career.
Everything else is because of WWE. It's not necessarily her fault. It's because that's what
Did I ever
WWE
say
did.
it was her fault? I said the thing I hate is the fact that they have made her into her father. That's what they have done. And I think she has so much more to offer than just being Ric Flair's daughter. Okay? There's so much more to her than being Ric Flair's daughter. That is where I have a problem with it. Give her her own gimmick. Give her her own stuff. Let her go out there and do something different. That is where I don't want them to do that with Simone Johnson. I don't want them to put her out there and be The Rock. That's not what I want. Because I want her to be the first Simone Johnson,
I think you let her
not the second Rock.
Let's see what her personality does.
Like, that's not what I want, okay? I didn't want, it's Ric Flair in female form right there. Yep, that's what we wanted. No, I wanted Charlotte. That's what I want. I want her to be the first Charlotte. Forget being a Flair. Be the first Charlotte, okay? You might have your dad's legacy. I don't really care. Be the first you. Don't be the second Ric Flair. Be the first you. And unfortunately, they really haven't done that with her. And it sucks.
So let's hold it against her.
Am I holding it against her? Is that what I'm doing here?
I don't want to see her in any of these matches. I don't want to see her win a championship. I don't want to see her in championship matches. I don't want to see her do anything.
Because right now,
Ric Flair's daughter.
Did those words ever come out of my mouth? Did I ever say I don't want to see her do this, that, and the other thing because she's Ric Flair's daughter?
Let's check the tape.
Did I say that? I don't think those words...
I don't want to see her be champion because she's Ric Flair's daughter.
I don't believe those words came out of my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
But okay, whatever. What do I know?
I
know nothing. Because I do. I want to see her be Charlotte.
So you don't want to see her be Ric Flair's daughter?
No, I really don't.
Thank you.
Because that is all they have done. I don't want to see her be Ric Flair's daughter. And currently, that's all they put her out there as, is Ric Flair's daughter. And until they change that, I really have no interest in Charlotte. Because that is all they have made her out to be, is Ric Flair's daughter. And that is where I have a problem with it. Be the first Charlotte, okay? Not the second Ric Flair. Okay? Thanks, WWE. Change that, because I don't want to see her be Rick.
The thing is, if Simone is good at doing what The Rock did, then I would not go tell her, hey, you know what? Change everything because you're good at this. You're good at coming out and doing those type of promos.
Except she can come out and do those types of promos, but they don't need to shove in our faces every 5 seconds. She's the daughter of The Rock.
That's not.
She's the daughter of The Rock.
That's not.
She's the daughter of The Rock.
The thing is, that's not Charlotte Flair's fault.
Have I ever said it was Charlotte Flair's fault?
When you sit here and say I'm tired of Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, WWE has made me tired of Charlotte Flair because all they do with her is put her out there as Ric Flair's daughter, and I don't care. Okay.
I'm not holding against her. I just think the push she has gotten screwed over so many good female wrestlers. Becky Lynch is only getting this huge push now because people are fed up with Charlotte. I don't think it's that they're fed up with Charlotte. I think the fact is they are. See, the thing is she's a heel, and the problem with people nowadays is they don't want a true heel. Nobody wants a true heel. Because if you have a true heel, they're going to be a total jerk, and they're going to say stupid stuff, and people are going to go, well, they just said something stupid and I just disagree with it and I don't like it. And then they're going to go, it shouldn't be on TV because the stuff they said or stuff they did. Okay? Why? There are no true heels in wrestling anymore.
I don't think it has anything to do with people not wanting a true heel. I just think it has to do with the fact that with talking about Charlotte, all WWE has done is shove in our faces that she's Ric Flair's daughter.
It'd be lovely if we talk about the takeover and save Charlotte playing for later.
Like, that's all WWE has done.
I don't know. Just
it has nothing to do with her being a heel.
Alright. Care for me, true heel is JBL. He was his own unique character. Charlotte is just female heel Ric Flair. Yeah, I can see that.
That's what I'm saying, man. She doesn't have her own character, which is where it has screwed her over.
Or she's good at what she does,
or maybe not.
Just saying.
Maybe she might be good at it, but you don't have to, like, have her entire career based upon the fact that, yeah, she's Ric Flair's daughter and this is what she's going to do her entire career.
That's WWE, that's not her. So.
I don't care. She goes out there. She's the one who does it. We were up to the Charlotte thing with Bianca.
Yeah. And
it's going to be a triple threat.
Which is stupid.
Which is why you have Bianca win.
Which is stupid.
It's a better alternative than having Charlotte walk out as the NXT Women's Champion.
See, that's what started this whole thing, was the whole triple threat match.
I mean, Rhea can walk out NXT Women's Champion, fine,
if
whatever. But I want to see Bianca walk out NXT Women's Champion.
Whatever, but I think having a triple threat match is dumb.
Well, like I said, it's a better alternative than having Charlotte go to NXT or having Rhea retain her title.
Leave one person laid out on the floor in the ring. I mean, it's like the dumbest triple threat match ever, but hey, let's do it.
So then we got the Broserweights versus Undisputed Era. This was a fun match.
Good match.
I hope how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish shirts are available for sale.
Big show on Raw tomorrow night.
I hope that is the case because I need one. I need a Bobby Fish fry fish shirt.
Yes. Are they actually selling those shirts on WWE?
I don't know, but I should look.
Because if they are, that's pretty cool. If they aren't, they should. Because I think they'll make money off of them.
Guys!
Wait a minute. We no longer hearing this rubble.
Tonight was Kathy Kelly's last night.
Yep.
Working for WWE. That is so sad.
Adios. Arrivederci.
That's so sad. She was one of their better announcers.
It happens, man. It happens.
Because she was just so good.
People don't say anything about Natalya. Yes. Killer Cross versus Cole next feud. It could be. I thought they were going to bring him out tonight.
Natalya wasn't shoved in front of our faces like Charlotte. Not made the face and was definitely never pushed as much as Charlotte. Well, 100% agree with that. I still dislike Natalya.
Natalya doesn't have Charlotte's ability either.
I never said I disliked Natalya because of the way they booked her. I dislike Natalya because she has no personality.
Heading to AEW commentary team. Could be. Could be. NXT and AEW going to be good this week, Maven and Gleen. You ready? Hey, we're always ready.
Yes. 100%. We are so ready.
By the way, if you go to WWE Network, you can get Fiendish savings. I could not see that match. I hope it was good. You talking about the Broserweight match there, James?
Oh my gosh, it's a thing.
The Broserweight match
was
awesome.
It's an actual t-shirt. You have to buy me one now.
Yes, there is a Broserweight shirt.
How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? Seriously, it's an actual t-shirt. I need one. Give me one of those.
I think you almost have to give him a new theme, don't you?
No, but I like his old theme.
Well, I like his old theme.
Don't ruin it, man.
If they're going to change him, don't you have to change up everything?
I don't know, but I'm real excited about those fish fry shirts.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
I want one.
Yeah.
I need one.
Chris Jericho, the champion, sipping on a little bit of the bubbly.
So, Broserweights, guys.
Sometimes I think Chris Jericho has too much of the bubbly before he even gets in the arena.
I was really skeptical that they were not going to win. You were trying to psych me out. You were like, no, they're not going to win. I don't think they're winning now. And I was like, no, stop.
I thought they were, well, at first I thought they were going to win, and then I thought they were going to lose, and then I thought they were going to win, and then I thought they were going to lose, and then I thought they were going to win, and then I had no clue.
I'm so glad the Broserweights won.
Gleen say WWE on NXT today.
Because now I can run around the house singing, how much fish could Bobby fry? Bobby fish.
You can't even say it, so what are you talking about?
Bobby Fish could fry fish. I biffed that, man. How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?
All of it.
No, somebody made a joke on Twitter. They were like, Bobby Fish can fry a lot of fish now because he has no titles to defend.
Yeah.
He's going to be frying a lot of fish.
Yeah. He's got time.
So.
The back of that shirt needs to say, well, now he has time to fry some fish. Maven, Charlotte versus Rhea is leave my money home. Is Candice ever going to turn heel? Hope that not. She's going to fit this face. I can't see her turning heel just because they got too many heels right now.
And no, just don't turn heel.
Jericho
she looks better
is just
as a
the
face.
best of all time. In the ring, on the mic, just everything. His career should have been pushed more. That guy is so iconic. We love you, Chris. He is definitely awesome. I agree. I think WWE screwed him over. But I think that's the reason that a lot of these wrestlers want to leave WWE is because of the fact that they don't have they don't allow them to be them. They don't allow them to create a name for themselves, to be the best that they can be, and to make it so they can get over with the crowd, whether it be in a positive way or a negative way.
Yeah.
But I also think that hurts WWE because, look what happens when you bring back the old guys. The crowd goes nuts.
And as I say all the time, I don't care. You shouldn't have to rely on them.
I'm not saying you should. The reason you rely on them is because they allowed them to become superstars.
Except, build new superstars. Except, I get it. I know WWE doesn't build superstars, whatever. But I just like when they rely on their old guys all the time.
I'm ready for Ireland Finley's last match on NXT. If they do, Triple H got to get Sheamus in a match. That'd be cool. Is Finley gonna have another match?
Maybe. I don't know. Dakota and Gonzalez, the female version of Shawn Michaels and Diesel.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Roll returns a few years ago. Jericho was the loudest pop I ever experienced. People were. Yeah. He's awesome.
Maven saw that street fight women match. She was like, I'm never going to be a wrestler.
Actually, she was sitting there going, man, this is cool.
I was sitting there going, wow, this is cool. This is a good match.
Oh, wow. She brought out a cricket stick.
I'll take that to the side of
and
face.
I had to correct her and say it was a bat.
I'll take it to shut your face. You did not. Whatever. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take a cricket bat to the side of the face.
If Colin watches this again, then he knows that I said it right.
So, the Broserweights won. Did you hear Booker T called Carmella the female version of the
No, I did not hear that.
What?
She's not even close. Sorry.
What is... Booker T is out of whack recently.
Close to The Miz.
Like, what?
WWE signs Tito Ortiz. Oh, man, Brock is done. If they did sign him, or they're talking about signing him.
I hope. I don't know.
Because if they signed him, then they just as well become MMA, and people will quit watching. Paul even needs to smoke another joint with Van Dam. That was my favorite Saber segment.
So, guys, the last match after the Broserweights won the titles. Ciampa versus Adam Cole.
Good match. Another match that, sitting there watching it, he's in the PC. Interesting. Great.
I don't need any more.
This match was awesome. I love the way that it's back and forth. I was expecting someone to come out and help Ciampa.
Yeah.
And then when Gargano came out, I thought, man, there it is. He's going to help him out. And then he grabbed the title and looked at it and then clobbered Ciampa.
I was like,
whoa.
Legit,
What a
my
twist.
reaction, I was like...
I might be in the minority, but I didn't like the match. I can see why some people probably didn't like it. But I mean, I was like...
What?
I thought it was good.
I was legit like...
Dave will make it a 4 stars. I called it a 10.
Whoa, like... Whoa, Gargano! What?
Yeah.
And you were like, this is what they do with him. And I was like, well, apparently so.
I told you to create a storyline for him.
So, it's going to be Johnny versus Ciampa again.
Okay, so guys, question. What was your most exciting memory of being a wrestling fan?
It's a good question.
I can go back a ways, Ains.
Okay, we'll pick one.
I remember I went and watched... I went to wrestling like shows like when I was younger. Went to a couple of them, and I remember going to one, watching the live event, and like Andre the Giant was there, Hulk Hogan was there. I was a huge Jim Brunzell and Greg Gagne fan, and I remember watching them win the titles. I don't even remember who they were wrestling at the time, but they won the titles, and I was like, I thought that was pretty cool. So there, see, I go back a ways. So that was mine. What's yours?
Mine? My exciting moment of being a wrestling fan.
And this was actually before, I think it was before Hulk Hogan was actually like...
Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan.
I don't know. My most exciting memory of being a wrestling fan.
Maven, you, Becky Lynch, and the Bella Twins.
I don't know. One of like my, I guess most exciting favorite moments, like really cool, like just to like watch was, I suppose I've never been to any wrestling shows, so mine's not gonna be anything cool like that. But like watching the Shawn Michaels like winning the title or whatever from Brett, like for the first time or whatever, when he was like down on his knees and he was like crying and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really like that moment.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorites that like, that really like defined like Shawn Michaels' career for a while there. It was like that moment,
Yeah.
That was like pretty cool.
I mean, that was I don't know, there's been a lot of cool moments. I remember watching...
Becky breaking her face, that was another pretty cool one.
I remember watching Hulk Hogan beat the Iron Sheik for the title.
Like in person or whatever?
No.
On TV.
It was on TV.
There are like so many iconic moments, but I really like the Shawn Michaels one. That'd be like my old school one that I like. That's like one of my favorite old school moments.
A Johnny versus Cole match, but with Ciampa being in it. Instead of, it feels so overbooked, and the amount of kick out is really unnecessary. I think the amount of kick out adds to it.
I was gonna say I really like the very close falls. I find those I love those.
Yeah.
It just adds to the match. It really adds to like I'm on the edge of my seat. How you know this, Maven? It was in the 90s. Because I'm well educated.
Because I've turned her on to wrestling and.
Because he showed me some of like the first stuff, like WrestleMania 1 and stuff, which like is cool. But I really loved like the Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart stuff, the Bret Hart Owen Hart stuff, Shawn and Diesel being paired up, like that whole area of like all the like in your house pay-per-views. I really like those. Those are some of my favorites, like with all the gimmick matches or whatever. I really like those, like Buried Alive or whatever. Those are pretty cool. But like I said, my old school moment would probably be the Shawn Michaels winning the title, and my like new moment that I was like, wow, this is so cool, would be like Becky breaking her face, because that was a pretty cool moment.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a pretty cool moment. That kind of like defined her whole the man thing. Like, so that's cool.
Yeah.
When is AEW Revolution?
February 29th. We got it right here running across our screen, dude.
And the 27th. And then
Saudi
literally...
Super Show's the 27th. Did y'all ever see us supposed to fight?
Elias.
Yes.
He's apparently supposed to fight Elias
I give
based
the
on
pay-per-view
reports.
a light 7. Didn't like the ending to the Kai and Knox match, and the booking of the match card didn't follow for me. I thought it was okay. I mean, I'd give it probably an 8 or 9. I still want to see an Evolution 2. Yes, I would like to see an Evolution 2. The Forgotten Sons is really forgotten. I can say Triple H created Forgotten Sons, and Vince created Taker. ECW The Last Day, Paul Heyman went completely off script and said Edge. Otherwise, it's Edge.
Cena versus Elias at WrestleMania. Yeah, so guys, hold on one second.
Yes,
That was the end of the show, the Ciampa Adam Cole thing, and Johnny did the whole thing, and I thought it was cool. But the Elias John Cena thing, to me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I suppose from the aspect of last year, Elias's performance was interrupted by, the Thugonomics John Cena. I suppose that makes sense, but to me, it's almost like, what?
Okay, but if you're trying to, I hope we get a Mae Young Classic because I think it helps, like, people you don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
It helps get them out there.
I agree.
The Cena Elias at WrestleMania. If you're trying to make Elias a face, putting him against Cena is not the smartest thing to do.
True.
I don't think it's a good idea. I'd like to see Orton, Edge, and Cena in a triple threat. No,
guys, I
don't want to see triple threats. I hate triple threats.
I don't want to see Cena.
I absolutely hate
I just
triple
want to
threats.
see Edge versus Orton.
I want to see one-on-one, go at it for. If you want to have them do it for 15 minutes, if you want to have them do it for an hour, I don't care. Just have them go at it.
But I don't know. I am really curious to see how they build up this whole Edge and Orton thing over the next couple weeks because, every week we're closer and closer to WrestleMania. There really hasn't been anything built up since 2 weeks ago or whatever when Edge got taken out after the Rumble. So
I can handle Edge versus Cena.
I'm very excited to see how they build it. I want to see more of Edge and Orton.
I think we'll see.
And it's like they're
right
just
now
like
playing like Edges or
yeah.
Velveteen Dream versus John Cena. That might be interesting. That might be cool. Am I the only person who said that Flair would fight for the NXT Championship? I think there were a couple others that said it.
I would do Velveteen Dream versus John Cena. Yeah, I've seen that as kind of like a dream match.
I like my idea better.
Am I the only person who's sad that Flair's fighting for the NXT Championship?
Oh, no, I'm sad about it too. Actually, I don't care.
To me, I just
I want to see cross promotion. I want to see people go across and
except 2 weeks ago, he was like, matches. No, don't do it. Have her fight Andrade.
I'd rather see her do Andrade.
Agreed.
I think it would make it more interesting. Vince or Paul or Bruce, you hear me? Do one more match: Fiend versus Taker, Roman versus Goldberg, Ricochet versus Drew for the WWE title. I don't know if I like that. The Fiend Taker thing might be cool. Roman Goldberg, Ricochet versus Drew.
Drew versus Brock.
Yeah. True Mania Belair versus Bayley for the women's title, agreed. I would rather see that than a triple threat match.
Elias is turning back heel soon, probably the 20th when Cena returns to SmackDown.
Which is stupid. People love him and they have no clue what they want to do with him.
It doesn't mean that
no clue what they want to do with him.
Not cheer for him,
Can Ricochet beat Brock if he brings a 2x4? So do Undisputed Era break up. I have said they're going to break up eventually. I just don't know when. But I've got a new thought because there are rumors that Seth is going to be taking time off. What if they bring up Undisputed Era and have them destroy Seth, and that's what puts him out because they come up and say, hey, we are the true...
I would love for that to happen.
Undisputed Era.
Now,
we are the true messiahs.
You said this. You said the way that you would do that is have Adam Cole lose his belt and then have the Undisputed Era go into hiding. That would be the way I would do it. Now I don't have a clue how they do it because Adam Cole has the championship, so he'll be defending it that weekend, and then do Mania the next day. Like, to me, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because then, like, they're, like, there, and everybody might be like, oh, we can expect this, you know? So, I would have done it the way you said, just, like, have him lose the title to Ciampa. I understand why they did it differently, because they're doing Gargano versus Ciampa, and, you know, a feud or whatever. I would have done it, have Adam Cole lose his belt, and then do Undisputed Era just disappears for a while, and then they reappear at WrestleMania during Seth's match and whatever he's doing, and that is where he gets taken and put on the shelf for.
That's why I should be writing the stories.
That's what I would have done.
WWE should let me write stories.
But I understand why they had
some cool stuff.
I understand why I could too. But I understand why they had Adam Cole retain based on everything they did with Ciampa and Gargano. I get it, but, you know, I would have done it differently if you're trying to do, like, the long-term booking and how do you get Seth off TV? Because I don't have a clue how you get Seth off TV. He has his new faction and everything, and I don't know how you take him off TV.
I don't either.
Which is where Undisputed Era attacking him would make so much sense. And, like, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I think, something like that is how you get him out. Gleen and Jinder Mahal versus Drew next feud. Watch, guys. I wouldn't mind having that.
No.
A lot of people wouldn't want it. I don't have an issue with it. It's something new, something fresh, something that's not been done.
Except Jinder Mahal is a joke, and
why?
Because he is. Okay, he's been a joke for his entire career. He's always going to be a joke.
Okay.
It's just the way it is.
Why?
Because he's a freaking joke.
Do you dislike him?
It has nothing to do with me disliking him.
Do you dislike him?
It has nothing to do with me disliking him. It has to do with he's a joke, and he was WWE champion for I don't know how long, and it was stupid.
Why?
Because it was stupid.
No, why do you dislike him?
It's not that I dislike him. It's that he is a joke.
Why?
Because he is.
Okay,
they have booked him to be a joke.
I want to know why you think he's a joke.
He's been booked to be a joke. His WWE Championship reign was a joke, okay? I don't care how long he was champion. It was a joke. He beat Randy Orton. It was a joke.
Okay.
A joke. Should not have happened.
What we need is Rey Mysterio versus Hornswoggle for the Midget Wrestling Championship. They're about the same size, aren't they? There's probably not a lot of difference in height. I'm just guessing. If Becky loses her title at Mania, I refuse to watch Raw until she returns. I will only watch SmackDown.
James, you're going to be sorely disappointed if you only watch
we'll tell you
SmackDown.
Exactly what's happening. Oh man, Sam Roberts on the kickoff show was getting booed by the crowd. Yeah, exactly. That's what he's supposed to do.
Except.
Thank you very much.
I don't care if he gets booed or not. I just don't like him because he's annoying.
But he did his job.
And he needs to get off the pre-show panel because he's annoying and his opinions are ridiculously stupid and he needs to go away. He
does his job.
Okay.
Why are his opinions ridiculous?
Because they just are.
Your opinions are ridiculous. They should take you off TV.
Because they should. I
don't like them.
I just don't like him.
Look at Jinder Mahal's entrance as speaking mega heel champion, and he's got a better heat than Becky. I agree. I mean, that's just it. That's what I'm talking about. You know, if he's drawing heat as a bad guy,
except the
he's
thing
supposed to be a heel, let him be a heel.
Like, if you put Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal, people are going to be like, yeah, we want a 3-man band reunion, bro.
Okay, whatever.
And that's all people are going to think of, and they're not going to care about the feud. So, don't do it.
Sam Roberts for NXT champion confirmed. Let's go. Steroids Mahal. Booker T and JBL should be full-time commentators. I agree. I think that they're good. Problem is I think Booker T does a lot with his wrestling school.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that probably kind of messes things up for him. I mean, Baron Corbin wants to autocorrect. Let me see. He's Baron Corbin for who?
Then Baron Corbin, not Becky.
Oh, gotcha. Autocorrect. How did it autocorrect a Becky from Baron Corbin?
I don't know, man.
Just wondering.
I just don't know.
All right. I think that's pretty much it.
I think so.
Has anybody else got anything else they want to talk about?
Any other news?
WWE's got a lot of heel commentary. AEW needs one. Get Taz in there.
I like JBL when he's heel commentator. LOL. He's one of the best heels ever.
Yes.
I thought JBL was enjoyable, okay? This is the difference between heel commentators now and heel commentators a couple of years back, okay? JBL knew what he was talking about. Jerry Lawler does not, Okay, which makes him look real
You gotta
stupid.
remember, Jerry Lawler's 75 years old, too.
And how old is JBL?
Probably 60s. Just guessing. Actually, I don't know how. You'll have to look up how old Lawler is, too.
53.
Okay. So he's 53. JBL was a good SmackDown champion.
Jerry Lawler is 70 years old. I don't care
Bring back
the difference
power.
between the two of them, okay?
Well, Jerry Lawler is like getting Alzheimer's and stuff like that. So that's...
Then why is he on TV? He's not gonna know the difference between Becky Lynch and Drew McIntyre.
He'll call her Seth Rollins one day. Who faced one of his tag team champions at WrestleMania?
I don't know who will fight for the tag team championships at WrestleMania.
The Iconics.
You're probably right.
Who will people take in the 90s? Jerry Lawler or JBL? Let's see. 100 for Lawler and JBL for 75. Yeah, Lawler was awesome.
How was NWA this week? I didn't see it.
Overall, I didn't think it was too bad.
Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't see it either.
Again, I mean, if you like the old school type wrestling, in the old school setup, then I would say watch NWA. The one thing I will say is they do some goofy stuff on there sometimes, so you just gotta expect that because they try and tie in like the goofy stuff, which
like
I don't necessarily like.
John Laurinaitis.
But I think that overall, I think NWA does a good job. JBL is great. Yes, definitely. Definitely. All right. Anybody else got anything else? Going once? Going twice? Going 3 times? Going 4 times? Going 5? Welcome to the Wrestle Story. Nightbot had something. All right. I think we're going to take off. We'll be back tomorrow night.
Yeah, we will be back tomorrow night because
Raw.
Tomorrow is Monday. I keep thinking it's like
Maven,
Saturday.
Ross on the commentary for AEW. Same thing. Why is Lawler? People like Gleen aged rather hear Lawler and Ross on commentary, and Tony, who is I agree.
Byron Saxton is a better.
I would love to make you some Kool-Aid.
Commentator.
We don't even have Kool-Aid because we don't drink Kool-Aid here.
No, we drink fake Kool-Aid.
Yeah, we drink fake Kool-Aid.
Which we don't even have any of that either.
Just because of the dye and stuff that's in the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. If Kool-Aid would go dye-free, we'd drink Kool-Aid.
I think that's it, guys.
Yes.
I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow should be good. Monday.
Yeah. All right. I think we're going to take off. We'll be back tomorrow with Raw.
Till then, guys.
Be back tomorrow night. Till then, peace out, people.
You disgusting people. Fake Kool-Aid. It tastes the same.
Yes, fake Kool-Aid. It tastes the same.
It's just it has no dye.
It has no dye.
Tropical Punch is my favorite.
When you have kids that can't have dye, it kind of messes things up. You know.
Seth Rollins is
kids with all these issues and stuff.
I hope it's Cedric. Yes. I hope it's not Cedric.
We could do a whole show of like issues my kids have. We could like do a show on like what we had to do to figure out like what my kids' issues were.
Haha, I'm kidding. Good night, guys. Yeah, it's cool.
We know Ains. All right. We're out of here. Peace out, guys.
Peace out, guys.